How to take apart a Miele Compact C2 and we're going to put it back together again. For this task you need a flat-headed screwdriver and a Torx T20 size screwdriver. Firstly, lift up the lid and we're going to remove the filter. These just clip in but sometimes need encouragement to come out. Just use your flat-headed screwdriver on each side and then the filter will just pull out. Now we need to remove the lid. Now this is joined on at a hinge here, there's no screws or anything. Just put your flat-headed screwdriver down the side of the hinge and turn the screwdriver. We don't need to be levering away and damaging plastic. Now we need to take the Torx screws out. There's two at the front here near the handle. There's one there, one in the middle and then one at that side and two at the back. Just undo all those. I'll fast forward this bit so once you've watched this you can pause it so you can catch up. Now all the screws are removed, we can start to remove the control panel. It's got a clip here on that side, and then the same on the other side, there's another clip. If you just get your flat-headed screwdriver, go in from the side, and just pull the clip backwards, and then lift the control panel. We're going to do the same on the other side, and then you can get your flat-headed screwdriver and just put it under the panel, and it will all pull up. Now pull up the control panel by hand, and you'll see a white connector. Squeeze that and pull it, and it will come undone. That connects the power to the circuit board and the switch. Now pull your cable out a little bit and we're going to lift off the cover. This just pulls and it will eventually separate, don't worry. Just give it a good tug and then once it starts to separate it becomes nice and easy. And then just pull the rest of that off. That white connector goes through a little hole in the casing there. Okay, so just pull that off so it's all clear. And now we can see where the motor is and the cable and all that kind of business. The motor, if you're changing that, it just pulls out from the top and there's really nothing to these. They're really quite simple, which is what I love about them. All it is a basic plug that goes into the motor. You just swap that onto your new motor and Bob's your uncle. The power cable, there's two clips there. If you want to release those, that will release the power cable if you're changing that. And then we just need to put it back together again. It's really as simple as that. There's a little gasket here that goes round where the motor sits. If you put that in first before you put the top cover on, and then your power cable, that needs to go through the little hole in the casing at the back where it normally sits. Just lock that. And then we need to get this connector to go back through the hole that we took it through on the top casing. So just feed that through and then we're going to be ready for pressing the top cover down into place. It kind of just fits, you'll feel it, it kind of clicks into place and we're making sure obviously that there's no gaps around the bottom between the top cover and the base. And then it's a case of getting this switch controller back into place too. We obviously need to connect that first and there's only one way that this connector will connect. So you'll see what I mean. That just push fits and then spin this round. And the back part here has got this little V shape that holds your tool. Just push that into place and then we need to put the Torx screws back from where we found them, one each side of the control panel there, one in the middle on the top of the motor vent, one each side of that, and then down at the front there's obviously one each side of the handle there. And then make sure this gasket is in place if yours has come out like mine. That just keeps the lid nice and airtight. And then the filter clips into position like so, nice and easy. We need to put the lid on as well, onto the hinge. Basically, put one side on first. It just fits onto the pivot that's on that casing there. And then the other side will fit on too. Wrestle with it a bit and it'll close and work perfectly. I hope you found this video helpful. Please subscribe to my channel for more vacuum help videos. This next one is sticking with your Miele. I'm going to discuss the difference between the filters that are available for your model.